welcome once again to my channel. My name is Godwin, a marketing professional and a marketing trainer. In this video, I'm going to take you through an interesting topic. We're going to be looking at how to emotionally connect with your customers online, or how to emotionally connect with online customers. If you don't subscribe to the channel, you hit the subscribe button and subscribe. Don't forget to comment, share, and like. Emotional connection, or brands in these modern times are resorting into building emotional connections with their customers online and even offline as well. A lot of initiatives have been taken by marketers to build emotional connection with their customers. In fact, research has shown that 44% of customers are more likely to purchase a product and 87% more likely to recommend a brand that actually connects emotionally with them. You see, brands that create emotional connection have the ability of standing out of the clutter or the noise in the market. Now, I'm going to show you some of the things you can do to emotionally connect with your customers online, both on social media and even on your website and other online platforms. The first thing we're going to talk about is understanding your customers' emotional landscape. What is or how does the emotional or emotions of your customers look like, or what really evokes emotions within your customer segment? So first of all, it is important to first of all segment your audience based on emotional responses. What actually makes or sparks their emotions? Because not all customers are the same. So it's important to select using or basing on segmentation, right? Using emotions so that you'll be able to create and craft messages that resonate with this particular segment. So for example, if you are targeting Gen Zs or younger audience, you got to realize that this customer group or this select market responds more to trends, to issues concerning relationship, boy-girlfriend relationships, issues concerning the pop culture, music culture, and I mean what is really trending, playful tones, etc. Right? So you need to understand that. If you're also targeting the older fraternity, then you should know that these are people who have, who have existed on Earth for a while and will be attuned to things that are more professional, things that has value to them, things that they value the most as well. So even if you are building or telling a story, this story should be a story that really links up with their beliefs and their emotions and their values as mature people. So first of all, it is important to segment your market based on what actually. So you need to understand or select who you are targeting and what drives their emotions. Now let's talk about identifying a target audience, right? So what are the values and needs of this target audience, and how does it relate to their emotions? So now you segment. It is now to further break down. So now you segmented younger people, Gen Zs. Now you need to also go further to select further among the young Zs. So now you are selecting younger women, right? Younger women. So let's say you are a skincare product, right? So it is important to create emotional connections. Understand the inside out of your audience. So it is better to further get deeper and select deeper so that you can understand their emotions. It is important to conduct research and surveys to be able to further vet the customer persona of this particular group of customers. What actually drives them emotionally? You can as well monitor competitors in your industry to see the kind of story they are telling, to see the kind of emotional campaigns that they are running to, as a matter of fact, to reach out to these people. Surveys can also be done, interviews and focus groups. It is easy to run surveys online and as well as do interviews and focus groups online. You can also join other online groups like Facebook communities, and many other. You can as well also follow hashtags to be able to uncover more information about emotions within your industry. Hashtags are a very nice way of also reaching out. We can also even use keywords, search for keywords related to the kind of emotions that you want to create, and you'll be able to unearth this. So let's say if you are a skincare product, you can target young women with self-esteem, right, and create a campaign around self-esteem. And instead of creating a story or emotions about skincare, you create an emotions about body positivity and image. As a matter of fact, it is always important to hinge on the pain points of your customers, right? And survey can do this. The next thing I'm going to talk about is to craft emotionally resonating message. Crafting emotionally resonating message. Message is key. Content, they say, is king. You see, storytelling in modern days has become the main way of reaching out to customers. Businesses are taking advantage of storytelling to build emotional connection. Storytelling uses narratives or stories to share a particular brand's message across its target audience. These narratives must be compelling so that to be able to capture and win the imaginations and set a brand apart from the competition and the noise on the digital landscape. There are a lot of messages hitting social media every single day, right? Storytelling goes beyond just communicating the product, service, and features, but rather build some connection, a deeper connection, and this can lead to message retention if done correctly, and even message rehearsal, right? So it is important to ensure that you craft a story that shares your brand's message, right? Think of a brand actually using perseverance to inspire and connect deeply with, let's say, its target audience, let's say athletes, instead of just connecting with these athletes with just a running shoe or sportswear. See, human connections, true stories, ensures that the message or makes a message likable, and this, as a matter of fact, builds some kind of a connection between the customer group and the brand. But the story should be clear and consistent, right? It should be clear and consistent. It should be clear and consistent. Now let's look at words. Use words that evokes emotion and connection. They say words comes first. Words are powerful. Words carry power. Choose language, a language or word that resonates emotionally, instead of, for example, choosing words that are vague and general. So, for example, you can say that we understand your needs or your pains and your problems better than any other, instead of saying we are the best among the rest or we are number one, right? So it is better to craft or use words that evokes emotion, which, as a matter of fact, builds connections between your brand and the customers. Use phrases that evoke feelings such as excitement, inspiration, happiness, fun, nostalgia, etc. See, so it is important to look out for the kind of words that you use in your storytelling, right? Now let's talk about visual cues. Images are also very important. In fact, we are mostly moved by what we see. Images such as text and videos can evoke deep feelings. Animations are also very impactful, as well as memes, etc. are very impactful. And also even the use of brand mascots. Right, the use of brand mascots. Use visuals that tell a story or highlight a customer experience. Right, you can even add your brand mascot. A brand mascot is simply a character that your brand has developed to represent your brand. Right, so let's say if you're an electrical company, it could be an image in the form of an electrical, current showcasing your brand. Right, this can all be used to elicit emotional connections. If you are appealing to younger generation, you should know that images with some kind of risk execution, sex appeal, images that show strengths, etc., would actually resonate with this particular type of customer group, right? So something that this customer group would relate to. And then we talk about trust and authenticity. Be transparent. Building emotional connection with customers involves transparency. It will be better, as a matter of fact, to be honest than to hide things from your customer or from your target audience. In fact, research has shown that 94% of consumers are likely to be loyal to a brand that is transparent. Share any important information about your brand, product uses, product side effects, and as well as how to even dispose of the product after use. Use this to tell a story and build that connection. Right. It is important to ensure that you become real. If there's a need actually to highlight on certain mistakes, highlight on those mistakes, because nobody is 100% correct. Right. So now the next thing we're going to look at is creating a community, a sense of community. Creating a community online is very important, but this community should not be based on vanity. A lot of brands have grown on vanity, having large number of followers using unconventional means to build a community. You might build a community that will not be able to have some kind of an emotional connection with your brand. Creating a community around your brand can enhance emotional connections, but don't create based on vanity metrics using unconventional means to create, a community. Right? Create promotions or organize promotions to encourage followers, okay, to encourage people to join your community or customers to engage with one another. You can create, campaigns, you can create promo programs, schemes that encourages your followers, as a matter of fact, and even your customers on your social media, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc., right, to engage with one another. Webinars, competition, events, and forum can also bring these customers together and can also lead to them building up loyalty to your brand as a result of the kind of emotional connection they get from your messaging and from your activities on social media. This will enhance customer loyalty and a sense of belonging to your brand. Also, don't forget about the fact that infusing eco-friendliness into your community is also very important, as now green marketing issues are gradually becoming part of brand positioning. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe. Don't forget to comment, share, and like.